Grant, there's so many people asking questions like exactly what we do for recycling, like in terms of process, nitty-gritty. We need to answer that.
Wow, Philip, I mean, that's a really great question. And
Thank
the
you.
easiest way to answer that is to say that basically we have to get to the heart of these tapes, which
Yes.
to do that, we got to take out 5 screws. So let's imagine now, for the purposes of this, we've
Okay.
taken out 5 screws.
Okay.
I end up with this, Philip.
So the screws gone.
Yeah, the screws are in here, they're
Okay.
gone, I've entered this.
Okay.
In this particular VHS tape, and most of them around the world, there are about 6 or 7 different components. We need to access those components.
Okay. Can you tell a little bit about the components?
The components are a little bit of stainless steel, there's some springs, and
Yeah.
there's about 2 or 3 different types of plastic. They all have a value to an end user, such as a person that recycles those things.
That's actually interesting, like that we never see that, we never recycle that.
Yeah, the problem is it's very labor intensive.
Okay.
And the problem is getting the 5 screws out to gain access to these. And then you have to take the time to sort the materials out. Because
Right.
so far, the only material from the entire tape that we can't use yet, Philip, is this. However, we are looking at ways of using this for future projects down the road.
Yeah, we can be creative on that.
Then what we do is once we've extracted all these parts and we've sorted them out into the appropriate bins, guess
Okay.
where they go then, Philip? You'll never guess. So I'm going to tell you, put you out of your misery. They go into what we call a granulator. This granulator basically breaks down all these component parts.
This is a gigantic thing?
It's 25 foot long,
Oh,
and it breaks them down really quickly because it's a huge machine with these huge teeth, to about little component pieces to about the size of basically a frozen pea.
okay.
We then have a buyer that comes in and buys those frozen plastic little pellets and melts them down into a flat sheet of plastic, which then becomes playground equipment, fenders off automobiles, you name it, whatever.
Wow.
They recycle this into a plastic. So we've taken your VHS tape and made it into something very real.
It made me feel like if you're not talking about frozen, we are in the farmer's market.
Could be. It's very holistic in its approach.
Okay, that's really good. That's wonderful. So the question is, after all these plastic go out and so on, are we making the world better, into a greener, better environment? and so on?
How can we not? This currently just sits in landfill or in basements. We need to get rid of this, solving a problem. We need to create an opportunity. Guess what that opportunity is, Philip? Employment.
Oh,
We create employment by having people,
Right.
individuals who have a barrier to employment,
absolutely.
break down these parts into components we can use.
Well, so this is it. We actually telling you everything that we know about the details of the recycling. So 2 things that you mentioned. One is we provide opportunity to make the world a greener place.
Yep.
Secondly, we provide employment for people with barriers that they
Exactly.
cannot get jobs normally, that we provide opportunity for them to grow.
That's right.
Now, what do we do now?
I think that's part of our triple bottom line, which perhaps
Okay.
you'd be better to just put that final point on.
Okay, so 3 things. Make the world greener, provide employment, and then by the end, when we actually have earning, we give away half of them so that it make the world even better. That's the triple bottom line.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey, Megan.
I think we learned a lot today, and I'm really glad. I just wanted to say, make sure that we go to indiegogo.com and support us on our crowdfunding site. And that's it. Thanks a lot.